Welcome to the 2023 Marks News and Updates from Engage XR. This is our 228th episode. Since 2018, our team of volunteers has gathered, sorted, and curated all the news we think you'd want and need to know. Please visit our News and Updates Discord News You Can Use section throughout the week and check out our YouTube channel anytime for past and present episodes. Or come back here and Engage XR for a spatially recorded repeat of this very show in 3D all over again at the same time tomorrow every Saturday. We do the best we can with our founder Mark's kind indulgence and direction with the help of our amazing event support team who have kept this show mostly on the road so far. Note that the staff and team running News and Updates are not employees of any VR platforms, just volunteers determined to bring you all the news fit to go virtual. Welcome back, you old friends who followed us here. Hope you enjoy the new studio now completely transplanted from AltspaceVR to Engage XR. So, on with the show. Please welcome to the stage our News and Updates hosts, Marcia, Karen, and Laurel.
Yay! Whoa!
Yay!
Oh I did it, Karen. Okay, we're having a little bit of trouble with the slides, so hold on. And we have a rule around here that unless there's technical difficulties, it's not a good VR event show. So just want to let you know we had some little last minute problems with the slides. So we'll be showing these again later as we go through. And thank you, Steph, for getting us started. And luckily we can do a little bit of edit. All right, now we're caught up. Okay, Karen.
Okay, thank you, Steph, for that nice introduction. So this is our third event here in Engage XR, and we're still learning a lot.
A lot. Glitches, growing pains, and all. It's starting to feel just like old times on this new platform.
It is. Now, we have, this is such a powerful platform, so it's really easy to mess some things up here. And there's loads of potential and options to learn, and we're still learning. And we want to thank Engage and Educators in VR for helping us make this event possible every week.
Yes, definitely. Whoops, wait a minute. Whoops. Okay. We'd also like to thank all of our support team members who helped us round up the news, write the script, moderate the event, film it, manage it, and all the many details it takes to make news and updates happen.
It takes a village. And you villagers have to let us know after the show or in our News and Updates Discord if you want to support News and Updates by joining our team. We'll provide all of the training and moral support. And we're so proud of our many volunteers who have gone on to produce their own shows over the years.
So let's get on with the news and updates. All the things you've been waiting for, as we have much to cover.
We do indeed. We're going to start off with some metaverse news. So our first bit of news comes from the popular game show Jeopardy! For those unfamiliar with the television game, contestants are given an answer and they have to come up with the question. There are international versions of this everywhere.
The category was modern words. And the question was, Neil Stephenson coined this word in his 1992 novel Snow Crash, and it was later shortened by a company to become its new name.
Yeah, you all know the answer, don't you? Well, I see the emojis. You would have gotten this one right. You would have. Well,
absolutely.
Didn't know the answer. Upload VR reported that the contestants lost more money on the metaverse than Zuckerberg's Meta made from it.
That's funny.
Oh my God.
That's too
funny.
Well, they need to put a headset on. I'm sure if they were in VR, they'd know the answer to that. Anyway, June 25th, which is not that far away, is Game Awards, held in person this year at the Hollywood Bowl right here in sunny California. And it will feature live music concert performances of some of the most popular music from the gaming industry, celebrating 10 years of the Game Awards.
Wow. Music from The Last of Us, Final Fantasy 16, Starfield, God of War, Elden Ring, Hades, Star Wars Jedi, Hogwarts Legacy, and others should be featured. You'll be hearing those. Likely excerpts of the gameplay will be broadcast in sync with the music. Oh, the gamers will be in heaven. Don't you wish you could be there for that? Hopefully they will be sharing the video.
We have a convoluted story to share involving conspiracies, competition, and monopolies. Epic Games, Microsoft, and Apple are among the many court cases and international government involvement with the purchase of Epic Games by Microsoft and Epic Games itself.
In the United States, an appeals court decision this week sided with Apple against Epic Games in a case that impacts all of us. Epic challenged Apple's control over their App Store, one that will expand with the release of the rumored VR headset. The antitrust lawsuit decision allows Apple to control the content and access to it and set the percentage points it can charge for digital sales.
Marcia, we're getting a little bit of audio. I'm not sure what's going on with that, but just letting you know. Game and app developers have pushed back for years against store rules and high fees, and Epic Games chose to represent the broader interests of the industry and lost. Apple is currently taking 30% of the price of each app, and those who protest risk being banned and possibly blocked from their store or the platform.
It's likely that higher store fees mean higher prices passed on to consumers. It makes it harder for developers to afford to develop games when they lose almost a third of each sale. Cases like this are ongoing, and we are watching the news for you.
We've shared a variety of estimates when it comes to predicting the economic potential of XR. One analysis says that the VR industry has generated $3 billion in revenue from VR apps.
Oh, I'm sorry. Like I said, it's the joy of the technical stuff. An analyst from Silicon Valley venture capitalist firm reported that the majority of sales came through the Meta Quest store. So that's good. That was launched in 2019. In 2022, 73% of all VR app revenue was generated on that platform, with Beat Saber bringing in the most money. And it's going to be interesting to see what happens with the Apple Store when they do launch their headset.
It sure is. I'm going to be following that closely. The analyst reported that while $3 billion may seem insignificant, he declares that this is a tipping point in VR, explaining that VR is not going away anytime soon. VR game and app developers are thriving, with more than 40 titles making over $10 million in revenue and more entering the competition. This is really good news.
Yes, it is.
Yes, indeed. I'm excited.
Indeed. Representation of ourselves through our avatars is important to us, right? We want to look like us, or a physical representation of who we feel like we are, be it skin color, body type, personality, or even disability for the past few decades. Mattel, for the past few decades now, many 10 years ago, Mattel, the famous toy company, has struggled to stay relevant in the modern world and embrace equality and inclusion with dolls that represent the diversity of its demographics.
This week, Mattel pushed through major barriers with its first Down syndrome Barbie doll. Wow.
Wow.
Their announcement stated that they wanted the doll to enable all children to see themselves in Barbie. Partnering with the U.S. National Down Syndrome Society, many feel this is a welcome change. A change we'd also like to see in our avatars.
The short, white-skinned doll was modeled on the British model with Down syndrome, Ellie Goldstein, and features a pink pendant necklace with 3 upward chevrons representing the 3 copies of the 21st chromosomes associated with Downs. We're thrilled that Mattel has broadened its reach. It's time for the metaverse to do the same, right?
Exactly. Exactly. Well, we've all heard the fuss about 5G and 6G wireless technology, and it's available in a few places. The promise that 5G would bring powerful wireless headsets and phone and computer connections was promising, but the lack of equal deployment is still an issue for access.
This week, China announced it had reached a huge milestone in mobile communication technology. They were able to achieve the first real-time wireless data transmission at terahertz frequency levels at 100 gigabytes per second.
Wow.
Wow.
Geez, with faster and wider bandwidth, wireless communication and data transfer, it opens up the potential of the metaverse in so many ways. It'll take a while to get to consumers and reach the world outside of China, but we can't wait.
No, we can't. Now, before the pandemic, immersive restaurants were starting to appear in major cities around the world, adding an immersive experience to match your meal. A new restaurant in New York called Journey is making a new attempt with the lowering of pandemic restrictions with a theatrical gastronomic experience. I have questions about that.
Yes, the new restaurant and bar is decorated with thrift shop antiques, with walls and table surfaces highlighting travel locations in 360 multi-sensory video and mixed reality that corresponds to the food choices. Limited to 20 people at a time, reservations are required for this expensive fine dining immersive experience.
Other immersive experiences are popping up around the world. La Jolla Playhouse is offering their annual Without Walls festival this weekend in their celebration of performing arts in non-traditional spaces. The free festival is being held in San Diego and features immersive performing art and theater from local and global artists. If you are in the San Diego area, check it out this weekend and let us know about your experience because this sounds really amazing.
It
Mhm.
does. So San Diego's WOW, WOW, may be an immersive theater in the round, but U2 is a completely spherical building that recreates a concert around its audience. People in headsets are already attending such events in 360 degrees every day in live and recorded venues across the metaverse.
This really makes the virtual into reality. The inside of rock band U2 Sphere is now nearing completion right in my hometown, Las Vegas. And it will have a massive 16K by 16K screen that wraps all around the concert goers' heads. The immersive experience is seen and felt down to haptic seats so guests can feel the show. The venue will have blowing gusts of wind and even scents that complement the current environment to heighten the overall experience. Is truly amazing.
That is really
Oh,
cool.
I want to so
Oh,
go. You gonna go,
that's awesome.
Marcia?
Yes, I could.
Okay. Excellent.
Oh,
Excellent.
very cool. The announcement last year at MetaConnect 2022 of a 3-year partnership with NBC Universal and their Peacock renamed television network was released in the last couple weeks and is now available on the Quest 2 and Pro. Now, let's be clear. This deal doesn't mean that anyone with a Quest can watch free TV. Only Peacock subscribers can watch, but it's a little more complicated than that.
Okay.
Peacock is offering eligible customers a limited time offer discount. But Peacock subscribers who already own a Quest can subscribe to Peacock Premium at no additional cost for 3 months. Subscribers who purchase a Quest will get a 1-year subscription to Peacock Premium for free. Confused, everyone? I know I. It keeps
I know.
telling me free, and when I pull it up, it says $4.99.
Ah,
Yeah.
oh.
I
They
don't-
need to
you
update
know,
some of their
you can't-
technology, it sounds like.
Well, if you can't complicate anything, why bother?
It's so true. So true. Okay, on another note, in terms of TV, MetaQuest TV is offering a wide range of immersive movies and classical theater films for those who love watching movies in their headset, especially 3D movies. Movies available now include Requiem for a Dream, 1408, the Stephen King short story adaptation, Source Code, a sci-fi thriller with Jake Gyllenhaal, and many others.
To access them, log into the MetaQuest TV app and scroll down to find 2D movie content. You can also type in movies in the search box and search through different categories. You can also invite friends to a watch party in your Horizon home. Let us know if you find something really good.
That's cool. Last night I had a few people in my home, and I was looking at the MetaQuest TV app, but I didn't have time to play around with it. That's interesting. Speaking of Meta, this week, Facebook announced a new app privacy tab in the MetaQuest store to boost transparency by providing information about you that an app may access. What sensor and device data is being collected by the device sensors and functions, and the policies you agree to that apply to specific apps and developers.
The goal is to keep you and help you understand better what information is being collected and how it's being used. However, developers do not submit privacy details for their own apps. The new app privacy tool flags categories of data collection using APIs and sensor access permissions, which means that you may not be able to get a real view of your data. It's a work in progress, but it's a forward movement.
Okay, we're going to move on and talk about some exciting AI news here. There's so many AIs out there right now, chat this and that and whatever. So we were really excited to hear about LabLab.ai, which is a collection of AIs created during the LabLab hackathons, a collection of winners and runner-up AIs that cover every kind of topic and technique for artificial intelligence, often created by students.
The winners include AI brand Intel, an AI that monitors and analyzes social media and news mentions in over 100 languages. I could use that. Creator Al Day was developed for YouTube influencers to analyze comments, but we could see that this could do so much more and help social media companies deal with content moderation to grouping related comments together and looking for specific patterns. I like that one.
Yes. There are virtual assistants, audio to images translation, and even more virtual fabric AIs for generating clothing designs. Fascinating. New AIs are being added all the time. I've used the fabric AIs. They're wonderful. So check it out.
Oh, cool.
Useful new tools and add-ons powered by AIs are now debuting on nearly a daily basis, like Stability's release this week of its image upscaling API. This latest addition to their growing set of popular text-to-image, image-to-image, and in-painting APIs expands small images into larger ones while maintaining or even improving their sharpness and level of detail.
Gamers, if you love puzzles and have PCVR, Steam is having the Puzzle Fest with great discounts on Tetris, Wanderer, the Room VR, Abduction, I Expect You to Die, Red Matter, The Last Clockwinder, The Curious Tale of Stolen Pets, and many, many more. There are savings up to 80%. The
Wow.
Steam Puzzle Fest ends May 1st. So hurry!
Woohoo!
Wow.
I'm gonna get some of those.
Yes. Once in a while, we reach into the real world for news that we believe is important for you to know. Thousands in Australia and spreading across the world are being fooled by an email scam that emulates Google search. So much so that Google is now warning people about this.
This scam is an email announcing that you are the 18.25 billionth search on Google. Really? People fall for this? Claiming that
I
Google
know.
rewards every 10 millionth search with a prize and includes instructions on how to claim yours. Oh.
Oh.
Jeez. Wow.
All right, folks. We
Mhm.
know you are smarter than most people, all of yous. Not so much the people around you, though. So very nicely, please, not to fall for
Yep.
this.
That is for sure, Marcia. Okay, with that said, on to some virtual hardware news. Well. It looks like, I've been watching this very closely because I've been an Apple user for more people have been alive. But anyway, it
Oh,
looks
Karen, that
like.
explains so much about you.
Oh, jeez, well, you sound like Lance now.
I know. I'm sorry. Couldn't resist.
Oh, I guess I left myself wide open for that. Okay,
You did. You did.
Going on. Okay, it looks like the over-rumored Apple VR AR headset might be real and arriving sometime in 2023 after a June announcement, if the unending leaks prove to be true.
According to the Cult of Mac, after over 2 years of rumors, the Apple VR AR headset might actually be good. Tim Cook is beginning its signal to the new Reality Pro.
Really?
Yeah, really. And it's beginning to look more like more of the ultimate accessory for all the other Apple hardware. Now, if that is true, and you've already invested, like Karen, in the Apple ecosystem, and I mean invested. Yeah.
No joke.
Oh,
No
yeah.
joke.
It's like, come take my wallet, Apple. The rumored priciness of
bad.
Apple's virtual venture. And no, we're being, Apple is awesome. I used to use it until I got smarter. Anyway, no, I'm just kidding. Okay.
Oh,
I could see Mark's going to come up and smash us any moment. Okay.
Yeah, you got a shovel. You're digging a hole.
I know what I'm digging a big hole here. The rumored priciness of Apple's virtual venture may be offset by all the iPhone, iPad, Mac OS software that you already have and could use in and with the headset. So are they trying to say that could save money? How do you get the headset? I kind of not understanding this.
Yeah, I know. It's a bit weird. I agree. You could rationalize the purchase as a replacement for, say, a new monitor that you no longer need to buy. That may still be a stretch too far for most budgets with a price tag of maybe gulp $3,000.
$3,000? Okay, so let's be clear.
Yep.
They're talking about possibly a pro version as well as a regular version, but it's still the consumer version is probably going to be somewhere around between $1,000 and $2,000 is what the estimates are. I don't know. Again, wallet, goodbye.
Yeah, not to mention it's probably going to be a very, very tight closed ecosystem. Bye-bye, friends.
Yeah.
I fear.
Speaking of advancements, we were complaining recently in one of our shows about how the keyboard, barely changed from the traditional typewriter, is frustrating in VR, right?
Yes.
Keyboards, gamepads, controllers. We want hands-free controls, right?
Yes.
Absolutely.
Yes. Well, let's be honest. We complain about this, but what about those who have no choice? Those with physical impairment restricted from accessing the computer, let alone moving around within VR.
True. Meet
Hmm?
the mouthpad. MIT Media has created a mouthpiece. It's up there on the screen that can control electronic
Whoops.
devices using Bluetooth by sweeping the tongue across the installed trackpad and do tongue presses for left clicks and sip gestures. I guess I don't know, sip for right clicks, which could be really fun if you're unmuted.
That's incredible. It fits in their mouth and they can navigate and control their devices. Wait, but can they still talk? That's very important to be able to talk.
Yeah.
How about
Oh.
blow a kiss? Mwah.
That would work.
The developers of the augmented mouthpad say that the slim design of the mouthpiece minimizes the impact on speech, making it easier for users to talk and use the device, especially as it is custom fitted using 3D printing technology. I have so many questions about this.
Oh, me
Oh,
too.
me too. But yeah, but I love it when technology makes computers and gaming inclusive for all. So kudos on that. I really love that.
Definitely. That's not all. Humane, a top secret tech startup founded by ex-Apple vets Imran Chaudhry and Bethany Bongiorno, just showed off their first demo of its projector-based wearable at a TED Talk. It's capable of things Star Trek fans came to expect from their wearable tech back in the future of 1966. Lorel?
Lorel, you muted?
I'm sorry, I hit the wrong button again. All right,
Oh.
it's a new kind of wearable device and its platform. I'm so excited about this. Its platform is built entirely from the ground up for artificial intelligence as a standalone device. It interacts with the world the way you interact, hearing what you say, seeing what you see, while being privacy first and safety first. We shall see, but I want to use this right now. I would love to use this right now. Gimme, 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 gimme.
The technology features a projector system which instantly responds to a hand gesture by projecting an incoming call interface. Worn like a Star Trek communicator, the little device, which does not need to pair with a phone, can also do more than just take calls. It includes a universal translator as well, translating words as you speak into other languages.
Wow.
Oh,
That's
I
cool.
want this.
Oh,
No, don't
me
you?
too.
Seriously.
Yes,
Yeah.
that's awesome. Well, Road to VR reports that Virgineers, I'm not sure about the pronunciation, but this enterprise headset maker is working on a portable VR combat flight sim system to train pilots across the variety of combat aircraft. They aren't just working on the VR headset, they've developed an entire flight deck sim.
Oh, man. So while others have developed the controls, the controls that are in there. Hang on there. There's the seat that's in there. What makes it special is that it is highly portable. The whole thing folds down into a big cargo case for transport. They say one person can set this up and get it running from scratch in like 30 minutes.
Wow.
That's incredible because this is very sophisticated stuff. So we're hoping, we've put a plea in to the Educators in VR Aviation team to explore this device at a future meetup and maybe get one of the reps to come in and talk. I think this is really cool. You know, because I want one of these seats for just regular VR too, don't you?
Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, world building news. So we have great news for world builders. Bagapie introduced its new GeoPack, a free tool that simplifies Blender workflows. With it, you can turn your geometry nodes into add-ons in less than a minute.
Whoa! And you can link them into your asset library and export everything as a .geopack file, easily shared by other Blender users. Even better, the geopacks you design belong to you. You can share them, sell them, send them to your team, do whatever you want with them. Talk about being handy.
Wow. Builders, take note. Pundits are starting to talk about the metaverse as not being as world-centric as now seen in Horizon Worlds, Rec Room, or even VR chat. Recent laser dance and spatial ops demos show that developers are working on how to make compelling games that mesh with a physical environment.
That's that's a good thing. I saw something like that on TV the other day. It's not likely to be worn all day as we know of. Let's see. Let me try that again. It's not likely to be worn all day as what we now know of as augmented reality. Either at least not yet. Game maker resolution is better than,
Yeah, we don't know.
it's betting that projection and permanent installations coming soon. What's coming next? You want to read that one out to me?
No, sorry.
Okay, surfaces synced virtually and projected on walls, tabletops or desks sure might be more comfortable for long-term multi-hour sessions. Or people could meet via portals that link distant real locations together. It could be a whole new class of mixed reality gaming.
Yes. Meanwhile, there's Bad Normal's latest YouTube competition, Road to Infinity, where you can show off your world building skills as part of an endless video montage. A simple free template file is provided in .blend, ABC, and FBX formats, which you can change it any way you want, using any software you like, although no explicit content will be accepted.
Well, at least there's a limit.
The submission period ends on June 10th. After that, there'll be a live stream where 3 judges will rate the top 100 works. The 3 top winners will receive prizes provided by some of the best companies in the 3D industry. A montage of all submissions, along with a separate video of the top 100, will be revealed on Bad Normal's YouTube channel later.
Oh, so world builders, get busy. All right,
Yeah.
it's time for our Discord news again. Discord is the back channel communication for the metaverse. I'm on it right now. While some metaverse groups and events support Facebook groups, most of us hang out in Discord, right? We love us some Discord.
Yeah, we love Discord. For longtime fans of this show, you know we love to find ways to make our lives easier, to spend more time in VR and less with fiddly stuff. Wow, there is a lot of fiddly stuff. There's so much fiddly stuff in the world involved with VR, and Discord is one of them. Here are 3 keyboard shortcuts to make your life easier with Discord.
First up is Control or Command /. This triggers a list of all the various keyboard shortcut combinations to help make your life easier with Discord. Scroll down the list to find the one that will make your new best friend.
The other 2 keyboard shortcuts are ones that should already be your best friends. Control or Command and Shift and Alt allows you to navigate between the channels to go up and down them. Love it. Control or Command and Shift and the M key, so Control, Shift, M, mutes and unmutes your voice channels. Love that.
Mm-hmm. Coming up at a future show, we're going to show you how to integrate an Elgato Steam Deck into your VR and Discord experience to make your life even easier. Stay tuned.
Fun stuff, fun stuff, fun stuff. It's time for your favorite part of the show. We know you love this. I know I do the best. This is when we dive deeply into the human psyche to find out what you are, what you all are. You're all just as demented.
Okay, along those lines, everyone is talking AI, artificial intelligence, right? We've been waiting for the Star Trek equivalent of the computer we can talk to that talks back to us. And now it is unleashed on the world, causing no end of answers to answers we've been waiting to be answered and solving all of our greatest problems, right? Okay,
Wait,
well, sort of.
Wait a minute.
And answers to questions, too.
Answers to answers we've been waiting to have answered?
Well, yes.
What did I say about being demented? I told you.
I think it's answers to questions, but we got it. Okay.
Oh,
Marcia?
Well, it didn't take long for an AI parody to be unleashed on the world, literally. And we found our favorite, Cat GPT.
Cat GPT. Yes, cat, not chat. Cat is in CAT, not chat. Cat GPT is an AI that asks the wisest creatures in the world the most important questions, and the cats share their wisdom with a few animated GIFs.
Animated GIFs?
Yes, that's what they're called. So,
Really?
Marcia,
Well,
are you excited to be able to talk to a cat? Have a cat
I
talk back to you?
I am. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm sitting here looking at my cat right now. I have so many questions I want answered by her.
Yeah, well, don't we all? Cat
This is-
GPT generates a short cat clip video and shares with you the wisdom of cats. Meow, 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 meow.
Marcia, you're supposed to interrupt Lorel there. You got caught up in the acting too.
Oh my God. I was listening to her and I was answering her.
I know you were. Okay, you guys, stop. This is very silly, Lorel. Marcia. Oh, what am I going to do with these two people? Oh my God. Okay. So this is very silly, but we love that the cats have their own AI, and maybe someday we will understand their great wisdom. I'm sure they have. I'm sure they have plenty to share.
Meow.
Oh my gosh!
Deep,
Help!
deep thinker cats. Deep thinkers. Deep thinkers cats are. I know my cat Dee Dee is. We'll have more fun stuff for you in Discord, and we'll meow our ways into the next week's show.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Okay, Mark is
oh.
so gonna hurt us after the show.
Oh, I know. Okay, I'm
Oh,
very
God.
excited now to move away from the cat conversation into upcoming events. Okay, so here we go. Normally, the events we report on are in VR or a mixture of the real world and VR events that support XR technology. We've shared the links to these events in our News and Updates Discord for you to learn more about and hopefully attend.
XR Access is a community group that has been a guest of educators in VR many times over the years and hosted events in AltspaceVR. June this year is their annual XR Access Symposium held in person in New York on the Cornell Tech campus with online access.
The conference features cats. No, the conference features. Sorry, I couldn't resist. The conference features global researchers, advocates, content creators, and accessibility practitioners exploring the diversity, inclusion, and equality for XR access for all. If you live in the area, check it out and check out their volunteer sponsorship and online access information.
Now, we reported last week. Okay, that was too kind. We whined last week. week about the lack of a universal database that maintained the schedule for international time zones and daylight savings time. And you responded with answers.
Yay.
We really do have the best news and update fans, don't we?
We do. You are all just a little bit too smart. Several of you recommended the IANA time zone database by the Internet Assigned Numbers Authority. It's free, open source, and maintained and available for download. What we were looking for is an online database that we can recommend to VR platforms, apps, and even for us to use for our own spreadsheets or databases without the download. We wanted that to just pull out it like a library. So we went hunting.
And we were quickly overwhelmed until we found several updater time zone tools that unfortunately require a developer to work, but it can be done. We're still digging into this to find an easy way to connect this information. But until then, thank you to our amazing fans. Love that there is a
Yay.
solution. We just have to figure out how to use it and convince platforms to support it.
Love that.
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, love that. AWE, the Augmented World Expo, is scheduled to be in San Francisco, May 31st through June 2nd. Virtual World Society partnered with AWE to offer a discount for those wishing to attend in person or online. We have the information on the screen for you to take a screenshot, and we've shared it in our Discord channel as well.
The Educators in VR World Builders team will be meeting twice a month starting in May instead of weekly as they regroup after the migration away from AltspaceVR. Team volunteers have been researching the growing number of platforms and finding fascinating worlds to explore. If you'd like to help or suggest worlds, maybe yours, worth exploring on different platforms, please contact one of us after the show or in our Discord.
Now, next Tuesday, Educators in VR is hosting Safety and Security in the Metaverse for educators to discuss what data is being collected, how it is being used, and how schools, teachers, parents, and students can protect themselves and their underage children. The amount of data and private information collected these days is absolutely stunning, and we're eager to hear from our members about what they've found and experienced. And join us, please join us in Engage next Tuesday.
There are new events, activities, and updates from across the metaverse available on our News and Updates Discord every week. And we invite you to share your events and news you find about social VR and the metaverse with us in our Share Your Events and News channels.
Here we are, ladies.
Here we are.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you for joining us since 2018, and thank you for continuing the journey with us on our new platform here at Engage XR. We get better every week, don't worry. We film this show live on Fridays and repeat it on Saturday with a special recording, and we're doing a lot of crossing of our hearts that it's going to hold, because I'd hate to repeat this tomorrow live. We love keeping you updated on what is happening in the metaverse.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do, Laurel. Our YouTube channel is an ongoing time capsule of the history of the metaverse and social VR. You may watch our show live every week or check it out and subscribe to past episodes on YouTube. While you're at it, swing into our News and Update Discord to keep up with news announcements we make throughout the week.
We'd like to thank all of the professional and citizen reporters around the world who do a lot of the legwork for all of us. Please visit Road to VR, Wired, Verge, Mixed News, Forbes, Business Insider, Ryan Schultz, Upload VR, Scout VR, and so many more for more in-depth information. It's their stories we scour every week to bring you at least a summary of all the goings-on here in the metaverse.
We are volunteers and community members, not Engage XR or employees of any other VR platform. We do this for you for free to help you be better informed. If you would like to become involved as a volunteer, please let us know. We'd love the help. And this has been a long training ground for others who have gone on to do their own shows and events. And we train in crazy too.
Yes, we train. we would like to thank the Engage XR platform for helping us make this our new home base. And thank you so much to our faithful team of reporters, moderators, and event support. Honestly, they are working overtime today. And most of all, thank you to our amazing producer, Mark. I don't know why he puts up with us crazy people here every single freaking week and continue and keeps and has the guts to keep this going every time. As you know, it's literally, I make a joke about herding feral cats. He's an expert. We love the faith and the trust that he has in us.
We will be hanging around after the show afterwards to talk to you. So stick around and don't go anywhere. But everybody, when you see Mark, give him a thanks. Give him a big thank.
Absolutely. Remember, we believe in you. Stand tough, stand up, and most of all, in these uncertain times, please, please be safe wherever you are in the world.
Yay!
Yay!
Stand Series, we did a thing. Thank you, everyone.
We did a thing.
Thank you, guys.
Yay.
Thank you for
And
coming.
we were in the studio.
And we're in this beautiful